Alright, everyone. The pirates are rushing you, so first set of rolls is going against Kun and Dogi. Now, Kun, I'm guessing you are standing between them and getting to Claus?
Yes.
Oof. You're on -1 HP.
No, I'm not.
Oh?
Because I can break one of my... as a sucker, I can break one of my... Aegises to heal.
Okay, how much you heal yourself up? How much you heal yourself by?
Alright, I am breaking my, also, my Obstruction Aegis gives me a DR2.
Thank you. Okay, that's DR2.
And my Darkness Aura causes 20% mischance.
Okay, unfortunately none of them missed.
Fair enough.
Darkness.
Fair enough.
You still do get reduce. You still do reduce the total damage by 10 from the damage reduction.
All right, and I think I'm going to.
Sorry, without healing, the total damage on you was 37, so you would be down to I think 9.
Oh boy. Alrighty. That's a problem.
Do you use the heal on yourself?
I am going to break one of my... I'm going to break one of them. I'm going to break my Guardian Aegis to give myself 8 health.
Yep. Okay, so you're up to 17 health.
Alright.
Ari, now let us look at the state that your knight is in, and how much damage he took.
So, question, did none of them miss me?
Oh, a lot of them missed you. Here's the thing, you got attacked by 20 pirates at once.
So,
only 5 of them hit.
Okay, but does that mean that my smite... does that mean that my...
Oh, yeah. When it's your turn, you can I'm gonna say you can just go nuts with your Darling Crane stuff.
Okay.
And your is there a limit to how many... Oh, yeah, an immediate action.
Yeah.
If you got your Retribution, that's one immediate action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel free to...
Well, the thing is, my healing Aegis is an immediate action, so...
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you could either Retribution or Healing Aegis. It was up to you.
Yep, and so I picked Healing Aegis.
Fair enough. Anyway, hey, Ari?
Mm-hmm. Yes?
I don't suppose that knight of yours has more than 50 HP, does it?
It does.
Oh, okay. Does he have 58 HP?
He has 51.
Unfortunately, so, here's what happens. The pirates charge forwards at both Kun and the knight. They both fight valiantly, swords clashing, parrying, defending, parrying, dodging, blocking the shots, but there is far too many of them and they are crafty. A saber strike to the hamstrings, a blade jabbed into your thighs. They overwhelm you and you are bleeding, you are hurt. Kun is able to pull back, to keep himself alive, even though he is very, very badly hurt. But Vell's knight isn't so lucky and goes down under the blades of the pirates. Okay, Claus, it is your turn. Kun is getting overwhelmed by the pirates. What do you do?
Well, I'm currently panicking because I'm trying to choose between three different things. Help.
I would recommend greater serendipity.
Okay. Greater serendipity, go!
Yep. So yeah, greater serendipity is on. They'll get a penalty to their rolls. Kun will get a bonus to his rolls.
Yep. Alright, so thing is like darting crane is a stance, and if ever I am missed, I can expend attack of opportunities to feint with sense motive.
Yep.
Yeah.
So because of how many people missed, you are free to do that as many times as you have attacks of opportunity.
So I got 6. 19 plus 15, that's 24. So that's, sorry, 34.
Just tell me what you rolled. So first one, you got the sense mode. You got the feint off. Second one?
Alright, the 13 plus 15.
Got the feint off. Third one?
That's a nat 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, because it was a nat 1, that cancels out the rest of your feint. You kind of you were bloodied, you're hurt, you gave yourself you kind of misjudged things, so there are 2 enemies that you could hit with a fatal strike.
Okay,
be a normal standard action.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna withdraw, I'm going to grab Klaus. I'm going to yoink him, and we are going to dive into the ocean.
Okay, yep.
Okay. Alright, so I guess it's my turn now.
Indeed it is.
Alright, so do I see any place I can put the, like, where can I take take our prisoners? You know?
There's the exit. There's the gate where the pirates are coming in. It's open. You could take them out there as an exit.
Okay. Are there any enemies in our way there?
Not in your way, but you will have to make one last stealth check to get them out without the pirates noticing you.
Okay. I'm going to do that. I'm also going to let the wind come in. I'm going to let the full force of the wind hit the whole camp, creating only a 10-foot area of space where there's no wind around me. So, yeah, basically big windstorm. Everyone in the windstorm has to make strength checks to move.
Okay, what's the DC?
10.
Yeah, fortunately the pirates are able to withstand the strength of the wind, so it's not going to impede their movement.
What's especially nice about it is arrows are impossible right now.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna make that stealth check. Alright, 34.
Okay. Yep, okay. Here's the thing. Because of the efforts they have done to draw the pirates' attention, you get a +4 each from Ari's Knight and Kun. For a total of a +8 bonus to your stealth. You are able to get the hostages out of the back gate.
Where do I see what's through the gate?
Okay, before I answer you this, it is important that I first get to what Korim is doing. Korim, you have just seen Whisper and his hostages coming out the gate. What do you do? Also, the pirate ship's sail is still burning.
The first thing that I do is use adaptation again as my movement in order to gain access to Wall of Lightning. And then right behind them, so long as it's within 35 feet, I create a wall of freaking lightning. use one spell point in order to create a wall that is 20 feet high, roughly 80 feet freaking wide in a line. That's going to sit there for a while.
So, here's what happens. Kun and Klaus, you're running, but with the weight of Klaus and your own injuries, the ocean seems too far away. You know you're not going to be able to get there in time before suddenly a wall of crackling lightning just erupts between you and the pirates. Several of the pirates smack into them, and 16 of the pirates were just obliterated by it.
Ooh.
Well,
Now, you are asking what you see, Whisper?
Yes. So I was asking what I saw.
Okay.
Because if I saw that what I was going to say is if I saw that the captives were going to be able to escape safely, I was going to go back into the air and head back to the cave.
One better. Not only do you see a jetty leading to boats of red tigers and golden lions, but you see armies pouring out of those boats, having followed the signal. The soldiers from both sides rush in, and I am considering that combat is successfully over.
Alright.
Alright.
What I was going so my Ari, what's your character's name?
Vell.
Vell. It's Vell.
So I look down to the sword and say, Vell, were you able to kill the creature that you mentioned before?
No. It's still
No.
alive and well.
Wonder how these pirates would handle it.
If you want to try and open that barricade,
Yeah, I'm going to pull one of my DM will warn you if you do something particularly stupid. Do you really want to unleash a creature when your own allies are about to be near it?
Oh no, I was going to depending on her answer, I was going to say, order everyone to the boats.
I can do that.
Alright.
I was going to say, order everyone to the boats. Alright? I was going to then, my plan, formulating in my head, release the creature and flee and let the pirates deal with it.
Alright, so will you do that? That is the question.
The thing is, do the rest of the army know I'm there?
They don't.
Then I'm gonna have to actively possess a leader.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Well, do you agree to that, Ari?
I don't like actively possessing. Whisper, that creature is very dangerous. It hurts just to even be near it. If you let it out, you could get hurt.
Oh, trust me, I'll keep my distance.
How do we tell them to back off?
Well, I don't suppose you have a wee means of communicating psychically over distances?
How far does my telepathy reach?
Okay, I'm going to say your telepathy is within 30 feet.
Very well then. Whisper looks to the blade. Well, I can't very well be taking a lady into danger. He then turns and, using the wind, throws the sword in the direction of the party.
You mean the part that's been running away this whole time?
Yeah.
Can you check it that far?
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
I can levitate that sword fairly easy.
Oh yeah, you move the with his normal strength. No, with the levitation, yes.
Yes. So I'm sending that sword away using my levitation.
All right.
Alright.
I land gracefully in Korim's hands, and
Alright.
I poke my head out of the sword and I say, "Run! There is one of those magical creatures in there, and he wants to let it out."
All right. Well,
Okay.
so he
Alright.
he threw it at he did where which way did he chuck it?
Korim!
Korim
Okay.
caught it.
Me.
Okay.
Yeah, Korim managed to catch the sword.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm heading still stealthily to the cave, and I look to see how the exactly how the thing is imprisoned. What's holding the thing shut?
The barricade?
Yeah, what specific what like are there beams pressed up against it, or is it just irons? Is it like something with a lock on it? What is it?
Yes. Anything. It's boarded up, beamed up, chained up, furniture and large objects pressed up against the barricade. They have barricaded with anything and everything.
Alrighty then.
You know that cartoon scene where someone locks a door and then they deadbolt the door and then wrap chains around the door and then they put a vault door in front of it and then they hammer boards onto the door and all of that?
All right. I get working on all the locks that I can see in front of me.
Okay.
Like how many locks would you say there are? What is it, a door or is it like?
So let me get this straight.
is it?
In the middle of a fight, you're just walking over to, in the middle of a fight, in the middle of a pitched battle with soldiers against pirates, you're just casually strolling over to a barricade and just gonna start fiddling with the locks.
No, okay. I assume this thing is inside of a cave, technically away from where the battle's happening.
The battle is going all across the camp right now. Again, it's a battle between two armies. It's not exactly static.
Is it happening in the cave?
Okay. Leading all the way up to the area where the cave is basically just one massive fight.
One pitched battle. Yes. Thank you.
All right. Do I see any obvious means in which I could sabotage the walls? What I say?
No obvious ones, at least not ones that I can think of. I mean, I guess you could do something to cause all the furniture to collapse and fall and topple over. That would weaken it at least.
All right.
I know, maybe lightning bolt could probably. A lot of the furniture's wooden. Maybe lightning bolt could blow it up and set it on fire.
Hmm.
And in the meantime, Korim is doing what he can to command the military to return to their boats and the ships.
Yeah, so the military has received the word and they are falling back. You got the word. By the way, Kun and Claus have managed to climb onto, weirdly enough, one of the Golden Lion boats. And yeah, the order to fall back now is being sounded.
All right. I'm gonna start. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Go.
The second they hit the deck, Klaus smacks Kun on the back and slaps a heel on him.
Good job.
Mhm.
Alright.
15.
All right. Don't I need to make a save?
Yes, unfortunately you do.
All right. I'm gonna use that. Still use the threat of life to get advantage on it. Glad I did that.
You
You
mean
need
disadvantage.
Well, yeah.
You have to fail the save to get the healing.
Oh, glad I did that because my rolls were a 19 and a 2.
Okay, yeah, you get the healing.
All right. I'm gonna just start chucking big gusts of air blasts at the thing, trying to knock away all the furniture in front of the thing.
Okay. I'm wondering if I... So, you do know that you can't see the creature through the barricaded up entrance, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just when you said... Just the way you worded it. So what?
I'm basically chucking big, heavy-duty air blasts and stuff at the barricade.
Okay.
So essentially, 3d6 plus 4 damage every turn.
So... This is what happens. You manage to fire your air blast strikes a low point on the barricade. You hit a low bearing stack, and the furniture topples over, leaving what looks like a series of metal and wooden boards against the surface of the wall. Everyone, pirates and the soldiers some of the soldiers who were still behind, freeze. There's a eerie quiet over the area now. Bang! 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 But a rending split in sound is heard. A bit of metal torn open, and then pandemonium erupts as an enormous thing suddenly bursts its way out of the cavern. The first impression you get of it is a giant vine, one the size of one the width of a building, but melded into this huge, twisting, coiling vine are bodies, faces, hands, torsos, rotting flesh, and mouths open and screaming that feral, guttural, and yet oddly human shriek as the thing lunges itself out. Hey, make a reflex save.
Also, DM, just for the thing,
Yeah.
I'm going into Korim right now. Screw the sword, I'm going into Korim right now.
Awesome.
So 23 reflex saving.
Okay, you take 1d10 acid damage as this creature screams out, and this green spray bursts out of its many corpse mouths, striking soldiers and pirates alike who shriek in agony as the corrosive fluid eats through them, melting flesh and armor alike, reducing them to puddles. One man shrieking as half his body has been reduced to bloody nothing. Another one holding a stump where his arm used to be. A third, his face a blank skull, before that too melts into nothing. Then, smaller vines start spurting out from the creature, breaking through cracks in the walls. One of them spears out of the ground, wraps its leg around a soldier from the Red Tigers, and yanks, pulling that soldier towards the wall as he screams and writhes, trying to break free of this tentacle. However, it's too late, and his back strikes the wall. You hear a sick crack of his spine being pulverized from impact, but the thing seems to be pulling him harder and harder against the wall. And as he's screaming out, another soldier runs to him. No, not a soldier, one of the pirates runs to him, grabs his hand, tries to pull him away from the wall. But when he's pulled back, from the wall, it's successful, and the soldier's pulled away. But as they collapse to the ground, you see red blood all over the pirate's back that had been torn open. His back had melted into the stone wall. And you see it happening with other pirates, other soldiers being yanked and pulled into the wall, screaming until their flesh melts and fuses with the stone, becoming screaming, rotting faces against the stone wall that are slowly being encased by coral-like stone as the creature keeps lashing out with its tentacles. For more and more of the giant, slick, slimy main body is coming out of the cave. And I am making a roll for you because some of the tentacles are lashing out towards you, Whisper.
Okay.
Thankfully though, you managed to avoid them. You duck and dodge. There's more and more, hundreds of them, thousands of them, and that same main body screaming and spraying acid everywhere. What do you do?
I fly
And by the way,
straight.
everyone, you're on the boat and you're seeing people, pirates and soldiers alike, running, screaming towards it out of the gates.
Okay, I fly straight into the sky. I've got wind speed with the current wind speed. I think my fly speed is like 60 right now, so I'm going straight into the sky.
Okay. So,
Superman.
I can make a fly check to go at double speed too. Essentially a sprint.
yep. Oh. Do you make it back? Sorry, do you head back toward the boat?
Yes, I go straight into the air and I beeline it to the boat.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh, I also scoop up my sword because I see it lying there, and I'm not leaving that there.
I wouldn't have just abandoned a sword.
Yeah, Korim is holding the sword.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah, he's got your sword, but I left the sword. The sword has been chucked. I like people better.
Okay, but I got my sword. Corim's got my sword, so we're good.
Yes, he does.
Yes, Korim has your sword.
Okay, so then I land on the boat.
So, after that, the pirates and the Golden Lions all have retreated away. You try to catch it. You don't find Mir on the boats. You're not sure if he managed to escape on a different boat or if he was one of the people killed by whatever the hell that was.
Huh?
You find yourselves a few days later before Khan and Horus. I admit, brother, Horus says, I share your frustration. If we'd been able to take that cove, we might have been able to actually get a strong base of operations against the pirates. Yes, indeed. And of course, a lot of good soldiers lost their lives to that thing.
Mind you, we did manage to get a couple of their ships. Sorry, that was out of character.
Fair enough. They're looking at a map of the area. It's a couple of days since that event, and already the vine of the creature has grown and extended so that it now is not only envelops the entire cabin, but it's actually poking its now 100-meter wide head out of the cove. The entire area near that place has been quarantined. How the hell did something that big be hiding under our noses and we didn't know it? For that matter, I agree with my agent. why would the pirates have built something around it? Hey, gentlemen?
Yep.
Make an intelligence check, everyone.
The good thing we didn't actually capture the cove and try to build anything on there also, because, like, seriously.
Got a 7.
14.
Ah, rats. 6.
Nat 20. Ooh.
Overall 20.
So, Korim and Vell, you and Whisper realize that are able to gather up enough information to figure out that the pirates had built that fort years ago, and Vell, you and Vell and Whisper, you also managed to piece together that the fort in general has probably been there for a couple of years, but the barricade, that had only been put up in the last couple of days, maybe the last couple of weeks, since, and this is what what Vell and Korim work out, since you first felt the presence of the thing from the jungle.
I also kind of got I don't know if anybody else got this impression, but as unfazed and unafraid as that captain was of the planned thing, I got the impression he knew a little bit more about it than he was letting on with his troops.
Which is part of the reason why it is such a pain that he either managed to escape us or got himself killed.
I probably wager he was probably the one that trapped the thing in there in the first place. I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised.
could you imagine if we'd captured the fort only to have him release it on us while we were there?
Hmm.
That is a good point.
It was like it was like a time bomb waiting to go off.
But Vell is telepathically saying to her 4 men, but it also means that if it's anything related to what we found, there may be more.
I would almost guarantee it.
As you leave the throne room, someone comes up to you. Excuse me, you Korim, he says.
Yes.
I bring a message from the warden of the Kagura prison. You need to see something concerning Mr. Archer Nalo. And that is the end of the chapter.
Alright, I sleepy. I go sleeps.
Okay.
Yep. But for those of you who are able to stay awake for a little bit longer, how was this session?
I enjoyed it. Night
There
night.
were fun moments.
Yay. Sorry,
It
what?
was fun.
There were some fun moments, yeah.
Yep.
So,
Excellent.
So many doodles.
I thought the monster thing was quite gruesome. I was like, oh dear, wow. Good thing I can fly, because bye.
Yeah. What
Why
thing
did you
to
release it?
yeah, thing to note about me, gentlemen, is that I don't do half measures. 100% maximum no chill!
Haha! I understood that reference! I was like half screaming to myself, why are you releasing it? Why are you releasing it?